by sending a message to the Ivorian president that, my brother, you are stepping on the toes of the lion. Don't do this as a brother, because if you do, we are never going to sit back and watch you. If we can't get hold of you, you have your family. Start coming after them. Tell them we are coming.
If you sell a brother, the buyer will never.
So the uprising has begun. Ever since General Langley put out that Ibrahim Traore is a thief, things have erupted all over Africa, Caribbean, elsewhere. But listen to some of these Africans, brothers and sisters. Listen to how they talk and defend Ibrahim Traore in some of these protests that's going on all over Africa right now. Let's take a listen. Boom.
A very long time, the French colonies in Africa, 14 of them, in fact, till date, don't have their own Ministry of Finance. They always have to keep their monies in the Ministry of Finance in France. So if Burkina Faso wants to buy anything from Ghana, they would have to write to the Finance Ministry in France for them to release the funds. Burkina Faso, where does this make sense?
Let me stop it there for a minute. And that's 100% true, because the central bank for these 14 African countries, they're still using the CFA franc, which is a French currency. And they have to deposit everything in the central bank in France. And then they have to take a loan on that said money that's already theirs and pay an interest rate on it. So either way, we're getting screwed. And while this money is in the French bank, it's building the French bank's wealth, because it shows it's on their books. But yet, it does not benefit the African nation that's using the CFA franc. But let's continue.
Of all the resources Burkina Faso have, they've not been able to build even more than 5,000 kilometers of road. Today, as we are speaking, when our politicians go around building first coach, second coach roads, he is building asphalted overland roads. How many years? And today, the person that is building roads, the person that is giving hope to the people, we have some people coming from nowhere to tell them that, we are ready to give you life. In fact, if they want to give life, they should go to Congo, they should go to South Sudan, they should go there, and the mess they caused there, they should go and put it together and take it back to their country. Enough is enough. We are ready to rise up and say, enough is enough. It is now. They can never keep us in the fear or the shackles of imperialism.
No way.
We are ready to detach ourselves and say enough is enough.
It's a black African star that has risen. And it is important for all Africans to unite and protect that star. Like in Nkrumah, they tried to overthrow Nkrumah. They did a lot of things against Sankara and Co. We should not allow that to happen to Traore. Irrespective of our political differences and geological locations, all blacks must work. All blacks must stand up and speak for Traore.
I'm gonna stop it this one last time. I'm gonna play the rest, but let me just say this before I forget. When he's saying that enough is enough, they have taken away Thomas Sankara from us, Kwagumi, Patrice Lumumba, Mugabe, Gaddafi. So they have done this with ease for decades. Now it's reached the point where they say no. Ibrahim Traore is a beacon when it comes down to leadership in African continent. So the youths now, we're not as timid, and we have more information now than what we have back then. So now we are standing up, uprising. We are rising up, not uprising. We are rising up, because you have protests going on all over the world, England, France, even in Jamaica, even here in the Caribbean. Jamaica's the Caribbean, but even here in St. Martin, you have different countries who have all kind of protests defending and making their voices heard about the 20th attack on Ibrahim Traore in 3 years. But let's finish the entire video and then we're going to talk some more.
And this is the time that African youth need to read through the lines and see and realize the truth. The same way they did to Nkrumah, they use the same people. And this is a warning that goes to all African leaders, that they sit back and allow themselves to be used by the imperialists. Anytime there has been any elimination of any African good leader,
they use black people.
Great.
The Ghanaian youth who have been following the story of Burkina Faso online have decided that this day be an international black gathering day in solidarity of Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso.
We're here because we know you're doing the right thing. We're here because we know you are not bowing to any foreign influence. We're here because we know you are fighting for the rights of blacks in general, especially the Burkinabes. Every youth you see here wishes that his leader or her leader have the footsteps of yours.
Use our own people like against us.
Just as they are doing right now.
In Ivory Coast, for now, we are sending a strong warning to the Ivory Coast leader, the president of Ivory Coast. If you are a brother and you sit down with our enemy, you become our enemy. Simple. Our brother again. Warning to them. Warning to them. And we are sending a strong warning to the president of Ghana to send a strong warning as far as diplomacy is concerned to the president and the consulate of Ghana for Ivory Coast that enough is enough. We are never going to sit down and allow this to happen again. If we believe in African unification, if we celebrate Seth March, which is our independence, that Nkrumah actually linked it to the total liberation of Africa, we are saying today that as he is a president, he should respect that quote of Nkrumah and also believe in the vision of Nkrumah by sending a message to the Ivorian president that, my brother, you are stepping on the toes of the lion. Don't do this as a brother, because if you do, we are never going to sit back and watch you. If we can't get hold of you, you have your family. Start coming after them. Tell them we are coming.
If you sell a brother, the buyer will never.
So that's the end of the video. So I want you to hear the voices of the young people and the decisiveness that we're talking about now. Because now it's not like in the 50s, not in the 60s and the 70s when you can just do what you want and then use your media, the media control, the government, these Western imperialists control the media, and then you spin the narrative what you want. No, not anymore, because they did the exact same thing with Gaddafi, and we all stand aside and watch and said nothing. So now this time is different, and you see, this is happening in all over the world, as I said earlier. France, America, England, Ghana, as I heard the Ghanaians, and multiple different African nations all over the globe. African nations, all over the continent, sorry, my bad. Plus, you have people in diaspora making their voices known. I like myself with my channel. I'm making this known loud and clear. Ibrahim Traore is not a Thomas Sankara. He's not a Patrice Lumumba. He's not a Gaddafi. No, he's no longer using the old school, the old playbook where they sort of say, oh, he's a thief, so they are laying the groundwork for them to say that they're gonna go into take him out because he's a thief, he's a dictator. That's what they did with Gaddafi when they raided Libya and take him out, and we all stand aside and look. I have to keep repeating this. We cannot leave this same playbook keep playing over and over while we stand aside and look. No, this time is 100% totally different, and they are trying to prevent what Ibrahim Traore is doing to be replicated. And once replicated, you're gonna have a lot of imperial Western countries' economy gonna crash because what? They're not getting that free billions of dollars again anymore from the African continent because of colonization, because of what as a gentleman said in the video, what they're doing to Congo. Congo is one of the richest countries in the world. But yet, it's at the same time, it's the poorest country in the world. Why? Because they keep them at odds with each other, fighting, so that while they're taking resources. So there's no one, you keep them on looking right, while on the left, you're just taking them for a ride. And this is what has to come to an end. We as Africans have to stop fighting against one another. Even if we don't like each other, but we cannot have the imperialists coming in, fueling this what's the word I'm looking for? Fueling division. Fueling this division again amongst ourselves, and putting in they are training, because they have training camps for some of these African brothers to become presidents and to work for them. They have schools that they are training them and then put them put them in different countries to run for senators, become ministers, and do all of these things to help destabilize the entire continent. But things are now changing. That's why we have more information at our fingertips. We have more. We start listening to the BBCs and the CNN and the World News and all of this. Now we have people like my channel. We have a lot of channels all over the internet where we can find talking about Africa and bringing the African news directly from the presidents themselves mouths, like from Ibrahim Traore. Every one of my videos I do. If you realize, all my videos is not, I don't use my words, I don't use hearsay. I always play a clip of the president or the ministers or the senators saying what they're saying, and then I put my 2 cents on it. So don't listen to any channel that does not show you proof. If you don't hear these words coming out of these people's mouths, or they don't have document papers proving that this is what actually happened, don't listen to some of these channels who are just talking without having any evidence and the proof of what they're saying about. Even Ibrahim Traore, there's a lot of misinformation out there currently on different channels that's hiding as one of us, but they're actually spreading misinformation because they're accusing him of being a criminal, a dictator, a thief, a liar. So we have to be proactive. Now, Ibrahim favorite word, we have to be vigilant and make sure this does not overrun and listen and then have our voice dying out. No, we have to make our voices more louder than the naysayers and the propaganda people and the misinformation that they are spreading. So anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. What do you think of this mass protest going on globally about this one president on the African continent, Ibrahim Traore? Thanks for watching, thanks for listening.